Alright, number 973, the Yandere. This is another classic. This is the unnerfed version though, which is a little concerning. But this honestly should be fairly quick. By the way, channel's insane. What do you mean 1,431? That's crazy. And like each video I post is getting like nearly 2,000 views and like a million comments. That's crazy. How? Thank you for all the support. That's insane. Let's see. I'm fairly familiar with this level, so let's see if I can 1%. See if I can do it without practice mode. I want to see how far I can get. Because I have played this level a little bit when it first came out. That's like Subway Surfers. Also, really like the look of this first part with like the kind of meaty blocks and all the eyes. That's pretty cool. Some of the parts in this level, I'll say, look a little not the greatest. But some of the design in this level is really cool. Let's see, can we get fairly far? This gameplay's a little odd to fit through there, so I might need some practice mode on that. Also, my summer courses are starting very soon, so yeah, I'm gonna try to beat a few more of these before those start. Please? No? Alright, let's go practice mode. But at first, I do that first attempt in practice mode. Like, what? Yeah, it's hard to be consistent on that. I'm just gonna hope I do it correctly when I get there. This fairly easy, just some spider. The rest of this shouldn't be too bad. This part's really cool with the overlay clocks on everything. And that's temper spike. You don't even have to get past that spike. Can I beat this first attempt out of practice mode? Nope. Okay. Not a big fan of how long of like an intro this level has, where it's just like 2 seconds of nothing. Please? No. To be this high on this list, this level's gotta have some really bad original balancing. You probably go from like, I don't know, like normal extreme gameplay to suddenly like just impossible level frame perfects. By the way, everybody watching this, hope you're having a great day. 6%. I saw one dude commented, I will watch every single one of these. Are you sure about that? Are you still here? Honestly, I really like the gameplay of this first part. Except for that one spike after the red orb. That's a little evil. Nope. Okay. I don't think I've ever failed there in practice mode. Oh, hey, that counts. Okay, but how far can I get past that? Okay, 16%. Alright, here we got the stats. Now, a couple of that is for me trying to get past 10%. Very epic, pretty quick one. Hopefully the next one's not impossible, right? Alright, practice run time. Okay, so this part's just really easy. Transition there is extremely abrupt. The gameplay style changed so much. I like that this dash orb here, it centers you when you go through that, because timing that would be hard. This beginning part just very easy. Like here you don't even need to click. This is just a buffer click and then the drop, which for this I will turn on hitboxes. Wait, it's already red, you can't really see the hitboxes. That you need to hit the black orb. Blue orb transition is really bad, because see, sometimes you're like too low and that's really inconsistent feeling. Yeah, that's a really bad transition. And then that click is really difficult. Yeah, the difficulty is definitely ramped up a lot here. That, and then here just gets really easy. And we got some wave going on here. Oh, transition into that is wonky because you can hit the slope at the top there and get pushed down sometimes. This part's a bit harder than the previous part, but not by a ton. Also, you can kind of go under some of these spikes, which is a little silly. And you got like micro tap on that. Immediately straight fly. Actually fairly tight UFO. Right there. That's not a great timing. Here, if you hit too early and hit the ground before you hit this portal, then you won't immediately jump. If you hit it after you hit the portal, you will immediately jump as the spider. Okay. Oh, spam. Okay, this feels similar difficulty to that other part. Wave. Anime jump scare. What in the world am I doing here? Oh, ooh, this is kind of awkward gameplay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm making it through here. A very short dash orb. What? How am I going inside that block? What? I don't think that's functioning properly. That's weird. Straight fly. Oh wait, there's actually you can slide on that. Ooh, that's kind of a tight click. Ooh, bad that should really have a teleport thing to prevent you from clipping that on exit of that. Okay. through here. Ooh, that's actually kind of tight through that. Look at that. Okay. Suddenly really easy again. Oh no, there's spikes at the top there. So you gotta avoid that. Oh, I don't like sudden speed fluctuations like that make timing stuff like that really weird. Okay. And then you just put really tight mini ship in there. Also, something quite silly. I just got a comment on the last video saying like, I'm sorry, I can't look at your ship. Your ship is disgusting. Let me find it. What was it? I'm sorry, but I hate your ship and it makes me uncomfortable to watch you use it. Is my ship that bad? What in the world is this? I don't know what I'm doing here. So far, honestly, the initial drop is the hardest. Wave shenanigans through that. Can I slide on this? Oh, you can. Okay. Oh, blinded. The decoration quality is definitely very different between a lot of these parts. Green, blue. Like, this part looks sick. Let me actually turn off hitboxes for this. This part is really cool. Like, look at that. That's a sick part. Oh, and I forgot about this dude that chases you down. Really unbalanced, though, which is probably why it's this high. Well, I say high. We're not very high in the list yet, but... All right, random attempt time. Let's try whatever morning vibe is. Oh, that's actually really cool. 2%. This actually looks really nice. Is that, do you jump between the, yeah, jump between those blocks. That hits you? Maybe I can get 10% on this like the last thing. Hold on. Time that late, that, let go, here, into that. Hey, that's pretty good. I haven't completed a quest in ages. Okay. Also, my daily and weekly demon, these are probably so far behind because I do not update these. But alright, back to the normal video. Let's see, can I beat this? Don't. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.